So today, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So on a couple different levels. Number one, I have not thrown a birthday party for myself ever. And then number two, to be doing it this way, it's really, really interesting. So I decided today I would put together a Zoom birthday party myself because I don't know. No, but I thought it'd be cool, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of have. Wait a minute, I quit the right thing. Let's see here. Okay. Thought it would be pretty cool to just have some friends hang out. So I'm actually right now going to repost the information on Facebook and just say, come join me. Join me on Zoom with the info. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I am good.
That's good. I just saw your name. Wait a minute. Where are you? Where it's bright and sunny? You on the West Coast? Are you on the West Coast?
Yeah, I'm in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I want some of that sunshine. I'm over here. How you?
Yeah, it's still early evening out here, so
Yeah. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm in my walking mode at the moment.
I see. I love it. That's a good mode to be in right about now.
So you're the one that did the concert?
Yes, I am the one that did the concert. Yes. And
Man, I missed it, so I just sent a YouTube link, so hopefully I can see it there.
yes, you can actually watch it for up to a week. On that month. Right. And what was your name again? When you came on, I saw you. Okay, there it is, Cheryl Treadwell.
Cheryl, uh-huh.
So you might not know this, but you actually have a special connection to me already. My mom's name is Cheryl.
All right, so easy one to remember. Okay.
Yeah, and all Cheryls are special to me. So did you have we met before, or do you like how do we know each other from Facebook or YouTube or?
No, just from Kai. Kai is my common denominator to you.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, she's my sister, or my brother used to be with her, and so Damani's my nephew.
Okay.
Son.
And you're talking about Kai Ayatoro?
Correct.
Oh, sweet. Oh, well, that's really nice. So it looks like your walk. This is like a pretty normal walk for you. This is a regular routine for you.
I'm usually doing something, walking or running.
Right.
I walk in the day so I can talk
Yeah.
and not be out of breath.
I totally understand. Have you now? You were saying that you were looking for the concert that I just did. Have you actually have you seen any other concert? Have you seen one before?
Not in a long time. And
Okay.
So let me ask this. So you're part of Fruition? Is that what it's called?
Yes, I'm a part of Fruition. In fact, I'm the founder of Fruition. So I'm the leader of the group, and Fruition started off as a company online, and then eventually it went from just being a company to also being a group and a company. So yes, Fruition is my baby.
Well, so the other connection I have to you around that is I used to listen to gospel jazzations
Oh,
out of KFDU with Tony Smith.
Tony
And
Smith.
that's where I
Right.
heard your music.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Do you recall how long ago that was?
Oh, it's probably 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years, right. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, oh. So was it that you heard it then, and then later on, Kai through Kai, then you became reacquainted, or
Yeah, that's basically it.
oh
When she
wow,
told me about it, it's like, oh, I know that group. I'm trying to turn this trapper off. I'm sorry. I'll
oh,
put
no
that down
problem,
here.
no problem at all. Wow, that's really cool. In fact, she just sent me a message. She said, Awesome concert as usual. Have a wonderful birthday celebration." So I'm gonna have to actually text her and let her know that you are here with me. She probably did. She know that you were gonna jump on here.
Well, she sent the link, so I'm all in. So
Right.
so it's your birthday or
Yes, it is. It is my birthday. I
oh okay. Well, where's she at?
know. I'm actually texting her now. I'm gonna text her now and see if she'll come in. I'm gonna send her the link to see if she'll come in.
Okay.
And I see somebody else is with me. Hey,
Okay.
Eunice. Eunice, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Eunice, how you doing today?
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, this is good. So I'm here. In fact, I might as well let you say hi to everybody. Everybody say hi to everybody. So, Miss Cheryl Treadwell, this is my friend Eunice Atkins, and then I also have somebody else who just came in, Reverend Harriet Bradley. Hello, Miss Bradley. How are you today?
Good.
That's good. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Where are you from?
I live in Atlanta, Norcross, Georgia.
Okay, sweet. Norcross, Georgia, and Atlanta. Okay, and
It's north is like
okay.
going to South Carolina off of Interstate 85.
Oh, okay. And
I didn't. Only reason why you can't see me on video is because I'm not camera ready.
it's okay.
Welcome to my world.
Probably it's 10 o'clock, so I was already just kind of chilling out, and I saw it. I said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah. Well, this is good. This is good because so the first person on here was Miss Cheryl Treadwell. If you can see her, you can say hi to her. Sure, you can say hi to Miss Bradley.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
So when she came on, I saw nothing but bright sunshine behind her, and I almost thought she was on another planet. I almost thought she was on another planet because I'm looking outside my window and it is dark, and I'm like, "Are you calling me
Dark.
from
Are you on
tomorrow?"
the West Coast?
Yeah, I'm in California.
Cause it's dark.
We got at least another hour before it gets dark.
Right.
Here.
What you say, Miss Bradley? What you say, Miss Bradley? Okay, maybe her phone cut out. But but yeah, so I actually have never been to California before. I've never stepped on California soil.
Really?
I really haven't.
Wow.
My
Well,
goal,
I'm sure there's a lot of people like you.
yeah,
You know what you got to do, Aaron.
that is so true. So true. Um,
Believe it or not, that's why I stand. There's a small circle of people out here that are familiar with your music
right,
through gospel jazzation. You plays it,
right,
and
right,
up on request.
right. And see, that's one of the things that enough to experience. Really, I'm touched by it every time it happens. It's like on a daily basis, there are people who have found out about my music from all across the world, and it's been happening that way over the course of the past 10 years. And so I've just been really grateful because I started off with an idea, and that idea happened to be something that at this point is servicing the whole world in some way. And so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do this today. So you made my day, Miss Cheryl, by coming on because I wanted to meet people who are actually
Uh-huh.
who I haven't met before, or either they're from different places. You know, I put in the message that I sent out earlier. I was saying I'm probably the only person that I know that for his birthday wants to actually like give other people gifts and just. But I just wanted to do this really just so I can say hello to other people, see how you're doing, love on everybody, show some love, see how you're making it through this time. Just you know just catch up.
Well, that's good. That's a reach out and touch gift. So
Out in touch.
that's cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can really imagine that your walking has been really helping you, to just kind of clear your mind and just face yourself and deal with things. Would you say?
Yeah, and keep my lungs open.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. So make sure that the air flows through them fully.
Right.
Even
Where's
if
your
I'm out of breath,
mask?
right here.
Oh, okay.
She said,
Nobody on this trail.
right. How long is your trail? How long is the walk?
I'm gonna do about 4 miles.
Oh wow.
Rest.
Really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Miss Bradley, are you still there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Michelle?
What?
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say I have to keep my lungs young for my grandchildren, so
Yeah.
run around with them.
I totally understand. I totally understand because yeah, I was lifting weights ever since I was in high school, and I used to be really really thin. So I kind of took for granted walking and doing things that keep your cardiovascular system, moving. And so, but now I'm kind of at a different place where, yeah, I'm shifting my focus now. I mean, I still want to be toned and build muscle, but at the same time, I'm more worried about now my heart and lungs and being able to keep up with my children, at this point. So I can really understand. And here is so Miss Cheryl, I get a chance to introduce you to my mother, Miss Cheryl Lawson. Now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was,
Okay.
and she just came on. My mom, Cheryl Lawson. Hey,
Happy
how are you?
Miss Cheryl?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good.
You?
I'm blessed.
I am too.
But I you'll have to go on Facebook to see my face because I'm not camera ready.
Look,
Camera
during this
ready.
during this pandemic, none of us are ready here. Look like we used to it 6-7 weeks ago.
So I wanna hello to everybody. Okay, so up in my right corner, right, I see a beautiful face, but the only thing is the name says iPhone. So, can you say hello? What's your name?
Marion.
Mary.
Hey.
What's up, Marion? I know who you are, but I had to ask you your name for everybody else that was here. Right now, we only know you as iPhone. So, hey, Marion, how you doing today?
Doing good.
That's good. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me. We do a lot of tripping online, and so it's
Yeah.
for coming to hang out with me. Now, let me ask you a question. Were you out with us yesterday too, weren't you? Did you hang out with us for a few yesterday?
Who
Marion,
you talking to?
Marion, did you hang out?
Uh-uh.
Did you hang out with us for a few yesterday,
No,
Marion?
I'm here. What did you say?
No. Uh-uh.
Okay. I was only asking because somebody had come on yesterday, and I think that I you, but they came on and I wasn't sure if you were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. You doing all right though?
Yeah.
That's
You
good.
enjoying your birthday?
I haven't enjoyed my birthday. I just came from doing the concert And you know, for me, I was telling everybody like just the type of person I am. From my birthday, I like to be able to give gifts. Right now, I've been enjoying being able to give to everybody. That was really fun. So, and that, honestly, that's what this is about. Like, I'm not even really a person that likes a bunch of attention, but like for me, this is about checking in with everybody, showing everybody love, and seeing how everybody's doing. So, if everybody could
Good.
say hello to my friend Marion, and Marion can say hello.
Hey,
Oh, Marion.
Hey,
Marion.
Marianne.
Is today your birthday, Aaron?
So, yes, today is my birthday.
Today is your birthday?
Today is my birthday. You know?
Now, you know what? You need to have, I need to, I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna go, happy birthday to you.
To you. Happy birthday.
All right, play the music, Aaron.
That is so.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday.
You got,
Happy birthday to you.
there it is. So look, I really thank you for that. And you couldn't hear it on your end, but while you were doing that, the Zoom call started remixing you, and so it gave you it gave you
It started remixing me.
you started remixing. It was like, you started off and it was like happy birthday, and then we
That
heard,
is cool.
and then we heard this.
Cool.
Then we heard happy birthday.
Yeah, it turned her voice into a banjo.
So thank you so much, Mr. Brad. I appreciate you. Kai, UUC.
Hi.
Oh, good.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, girl.
It's who Cheryl, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
give me a minute.
Cheryl's in California, so it's still daylight there. She gets to walk.
that's what
All right, yeah, okay.
we were.
It's 10 o'clock at night here.
I know. I'm so confused with the time zone days.
Mhm. So Miss Cheryl was the first person on here, and immediately when she got on, I was confused as to what, because I thought she was calling me from another time. I know she thought she was calling me. I'm like, I just came from pitch black, and you out in the sunlight, like. With the
Right.
I know.
I said you have to be on the West Coast because there's no way. I mean, you got the high. Like I want to come right now and join you, and then she joined me with her beautiful woman.
So Aaron, Cheryl and I are related.
Just tell
Yeah,
her,
I gave him my little hit.
right? She was just telling me that that you all are related, and she said that she found out, actually heard my music years ago on Gospel Jazzations with my friend Tony. And she's
Who?
Tony Smith. He's a saxophone player, and then from there, then she said, you know, that then she got reacquainted, you know, through you another time, and so it came back around again.
Mhm. Yeah, I had mentioned Fruition, and she's like, "Oh, I know them."
Yeah,
Power of the internet makes the world small.
It does, doesn't it?
Mhm.
It's shrinking.
so,
It's shrinking.
so yeah, so we have two Cheryls on the line: Cheryl Treadwell and my mom, Cheryl Lawson. And so everybody they can't see her, but everybody say hello to my mom.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
Mom.
Mama Cheryl.
Hey,
Right.
hey. Okay.
All right.
So this your mom that lives across the street from me?
This is my mom that lives directly across the street from me. You can, in fact, you can go here. She lives right across the street.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, we've been talking for the longest. I've been telling him we need to meet.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. And so my mother is in the Metropolitan, and Kai, you are on what?
On Lock Raven,
You're on Lock Raven, right?
between Walker and what's the name of that street? Lock Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in one of those duplexes across the street from you.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Got you. Mm.
So
That's where I do my walk sometime. I walk Avenue from
Uh,
Lock Raven all the way up to York Road.
I walk sometime. Well, it's been a while since I got out to walk, but I walk down to Walker, up Walker to Alameda, and then over to Register, and then back down and around.
Oh, okay. I go all
That's
the
a
way
nice
up.
little walk.
I go all the way up to York Road and turn around and come back.
I can't turn around and come back. I got to keep going. I gotta keep going.
where do you go? You walk all around. You make like a big circle around.
Right.
Yeah. So that's cool. So y'all know what this means, right? I might have just introduced y'all as new walking buddies, at least at
Ah,
some point. Because if I can say now, Mom is hiding behind the veil right now, but both you, but both you all like real talk, both of you all are very, very much I see as young, very young. Like you're vibrant, and I don't know a whole lot of people that work. Yes, I mean, y'all might actually cut the cross together. That'd be nice too. And y'all both have, I think, very similar personalities as far as like outgoing and talkative and all that kind of good stuff.
Cool. Well, I look forward to meeting you.
Okay. Yeah. Same here.
When Cheryl was here, we went to, what was that? Cromwell Bridge.
yeah, somewhere, some land out there in your territory. I was going to ask you, had you been back to that trail or not?
No, no, and it's not too far from here. It's right off of Cromwell Bridge in Lock Raven.
Yeah.
A trail.
Oh, okay.
She's the trail lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's hikes everywhere
Okay.
with major groups of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't cut our
sounds good.
action short though, so our group's been inactive, so we just been small.
Okay, so it's a trail off of Cromwell?
It's at a park over there. It's a beautiful park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like a plantation repurposed for a park.
Right, that's exactly what it looks like.
Wow. Okay.
So I want to take, well, first of all, again, I want to thank everybody who's come in so far, and I expect more people to be coming too. What I want to do is I want to say hello to everybody here, and I want everybody to say hello to everybody. So let's see. So since we started talking, my friend Andy Pyatt is here with us. I know you're on mute, but we want to say hello to you.
Oh, I just took it off of mute. Hi, good evening, everyone. Happy birthday, Erin. Happy
So
born day.
she's behind a sewing machine right now, and that's because
Oh, yeah, you might see. I don't even know how to position my phone, but I'm sewing right now. So.
Oh, I was wondering what that was. Okay, that is a sewing machine.
It's me sewing. I like to sew at night. This is what I do.
so here's
Okay.
the
So
thing.
that's another person to meet too, because I'm a sewer too.
There you go. I
Yep.
was just that I had to take for whatever reason, my machine I have an older baby lock and I don't know, I had to get it readjusted, and I went to a new sewing place up in Falston called Glory Bees. Have you ever been there to that sewing shop?
No, but I got a baby
Really
lock
cool.
also.
You have a baby lock too? Yeah. I've
Yeah.
now though, so my friend opened up a store on Hartford Road. It's called Domesticity. But they're pretty new, but they've been getting a lot of business, lately, just with stuff. But She's a Bernina dealer, and so is this Glory beef. And I've been now looking at the Berninas. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. But I do, yeah. I'm excited.
So
trying
you
to
have
see what would.
a baby lock sewing machine or a serger?
This is the sewing machine.
Oh, I have a
And
baby
an
lock
embroidery.
serger.
A lot of people have the baby lock sergers, but baby lock is really good for like, basic sewing, but also for embroidery.
Okay.
So one of the things I wanted to say, so it's not just that Andy is sewing, and her name says Andiana Yoga, but her name
I
is
see that.
Andrea. So Andrea is actually not just sewing paintings. Andrea right now is really making what I want to say like a major impact, because she's actually sewing like personal masks. I mean, she's sewing like her own brand of masks that are reversible and have many different styles and colors and that kind of thing as well. So yeah, she's right now, a number of people are really buying her masks, and maybe before it's all over, maybe she can show us a couple. You think might be interesting?
Yeah. And I've also been giving them away. So like I was giving them away to like postal workers and some other folks who are in the healthcare field and stuff. But I've been selling them as well, but also kind of donating them. So I don't know. It's definitely I quilt, and so this has been, I haven't quilted in a long time, so it's really interesting. I've kind of just pulled my machine back out again, and now I'm just looking at everything. And the face masks are great and they're wonderful. I'm excited about it. I'm going to keep going, but I'm also looking now. I'm like, oh, maybe I should make a quilt. So
you got plenty of time.
I know, right?
I should never hear anybody say there's not enough time in the day.
That's true.
I should never hear that again.
Hey, Ma, do you
Well, you know what?
we're gonna get
I work every day.
face before it's all over with?
Yeah.
You think we're gonna get a chance to see your beautiful face before it's all over with?
I don't know where I am.
You don't know where you are?
No, I mean, as far as I'm saying, my picture, I don't know where it is.
So,
I'm on here.
all you have to do is just look down at the bottom of your screen. It should say like start video. Your video, I don't think it's started.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
Oh, yeah.
so I wanted to say hello to. There we go.
Okay. I'm still in training.
So, all right. So I wanted to say hi to my friend Andrea, and then I also want to say hi to my friend Coco Lorraine Vera. Can you hear me? Let me unmute your mic. I want to say hello to you, and you say, and for everybody to say hello to Coco. Let's see. All right, you're on.
Hey.
Hey. How you
Happy
doing?
birthday, Aaron Hill.
Appreciate you. So everybody, this is my friend Coco, and everybody say hi to
Hi,
Coco.
Coco.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Coco.
Hi, Coco. Where is she?
So Coco, where is she on the screen, or where is she from?
Screen.
On the screen. She doesn't have her video turned on. She just has a big C on her picture. She's just tuning in with audio right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I am actually oh, hey Ma, I got a request for you, Ma. Did you get my okay, got somebody else coming in. Miss Janice Green. Can you hear me? Hey, Miss Janice.
Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
That's good.
Tired though.
I understand. I totally understand. I think we all got a little taste of that.
Sorry I missed your concert.
Oh no, it's all good. Look, and here's the deal. You know, for me, you caught one of the best concerts that I've been a part of, or that I had, when we played at your church a couple years ago.
Oh man, they're still talking about it.
That was a real fun time.
Like, where'd you find him? Where'd you find him? I'm like, he found me.
So that was a real fun time. So everybody say hi to Miss Janice Green.
Oh, Miss Janice Green.
Yeah.
Hello, Cheryl and TUUC administrator.
Obviously, I'm using my work Zoom, but I'm
Yeah.
Kai.
Hi to everybody who's
Hello.
somebody's in there
Hi, Janet.
sewing, somebody's in there making masks.
Do you know? How'd you know
Yeah.
that? How could you tell that she's making masks? You
I
could-
just know I see the way her hands are moving because
Oh.
wait a minute, because
That was super cool that you could tell that right off the bat. Got some sewers up in the building. So yeah. But did she disappear? Oh, her phone cut off. I guess she'll jump back in a few minutes. But yeah, hey Ma, I got a request. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my request is, can you call Miss Nancy and get Miss Nancy on here?
I sent her the
You sent
I
it in?
forwarded her
Okay.
text.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can get her. Miss Nancy makes me laugh, and so that's why I wanted her on here.
Oh,
She has requested.
I don't know what she
Miss
did.
Nancy makes me laugh also.
She's a nut.
I think Miss Nancy
I'm
makes everyone laugh.
She is a nut.
So one of the things Miss Nancy used to do, which, and Ma, you probably be able to better tell this than I can, but Miss Nancy used to call me Eden when I was young, right?
Uh-huh. Adding the little accent on it. I don't know. She's just goofy, that's all. Hey, and she still calls her that. Hey, Adam. But she always did ever since he was little. She was, hey, Adam.
And so because so my mother, you know, so yesterday I did a Zoom conference and it was called Meet My Mom, and we have fun and so I think about like a lot of these stories that my mother either tells me or that I remember from childhood. And so this was one of them because I never understood why she called me that. And because you always had me pronouncing words and, you know, making sure that my vocabulary and my education was good, I kept saying to myself, why did she keep calling me Edit? Like, that's not my name. That's not my name. And when things like that would happen to me when I was young, I didn't know how to let them go. So I was always asking. And so I think about that time, and I also think about that other story that you talk about where I was young and where the kid like stepped on my foot or something like that at the beginning of class, and I followed him around for the whole class.
You were at Highway Christian Church summer camp.
Okay.
Miss Debbie, Miss her girlfriend, I can't think of her name, was in there, and you followed the little boy around because he never said excuse me. And he just stalked the little boy just all day long, she said, because he was trying to get the boy to say excuse me. He stepped on my toe. But she said, girl, them boys down there, them children down there didn't know nothing about no manners. And Aaron just followed him around all day trying to get that boy to say excuse me.
You said I kept following around and just kept saying, but you didn't say excuse me. But you didn't say excuse me.
She couldn't get over that. She said, Aaron don't know these boys down here, these children down here don't know nothing about no manners. Yes. She could not believe that.
So you know, because of the fact that this day and this birthday party is sponsored by Cheryl Lawson, because by my mom giving birth to me 38 years ago, when I tell you I have some interesting and funny upbringing, some interesting stories. So my mother, you taught for how many years in the school system? 30 what?
36.
So 36 years. Okay. So 36 years in the school system. And so And I often.
Just want to wish him happy birthday. That's all.
Oh, who's that? I heard somebody's voice. Oh, was that you, Miss Bradley?
No, that was me. I accidentally unmuted. I was talking to my husband.
Oh, no problem. So
yeah, but I'm gonna get ready to head on out. I just wanted to log on and say happy birthday to you because I wanted to let you know that I still think of you and still remember you, and the people of All Saints still talk about how good you are.
Thank you, Miss.
Which way are you? My husband too.
Just want to say happy birthday. We enjoyed everything, man, and we wish you another 38 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on keeping on, man. Keep on doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
And next time we have a concert, I'll remember you, Aaron.
Sounds good.
Keep in touch.
Go get some rest, Miss Janice. I love you.
Nice to see everybody. Love you too.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Congratulations, mother, because you're supposed to congratulate your mom on your birthday.
That's it.
She's the one that did the hard labor.
That's it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care. So yeah, but I was just saying that you know, so my mother, so I think about where I am today, and I think about you know, what I got from mom, what I got from dad. And so there's a couple of things I get from my mother. One would be definitely my pursuit of education and my pursuit of learning and that kind of thing. I've just always been that person to learn and pick up a book. But the reason why is because when I was young, I didn't have to search for a book because there would be 21 books stacked up on each side of me in the car as I rode in the back of the 85 Ford Tempo. I'm gonna unmute some of you all as well so you all can chime in. I want to hear your laughs and stuff because I'm telling you, these times I think about when I was a kid. It was some really, really funny stories. So one of the things that my family members always talk about is that I was the kid that was in the back seat of the car with all the books stacked up on each side of me. And so every time we went somewhere, the family members were always like, "Where's Aaron?" And of course they look in the back and I was buried in between these books. But that was because, you know, mom kept me at the Enoch Pratt Library every week and hearing the story times and everything. Yeah, every Saturday.
Every Saturday. And they just felt sorry for him. Why don't you let that boy play in this, that, and the other? I say, it's not about that. It's about him. If I'm driving, he ain't gonna run his mouth, read. So, you know, so he knew nothing else but to read. I mean, be interested in books, in other words. So by him being the only child, we all know it's easy to capture their attention as opposed to having 2 and 3,
right,
where the focus wouldn't be there. But
right.
Yeah, the family used to feel sorry for him. But he knew nothing different.
And so here's the funny part. So not only was it that the family felt sorry for me there, but the family used to feel sorry for me in so many places. The family felt sorry that I couldn't eat any candy. I had to eat sugarless. I had to eat sugarless Trident gum. Couldn't have any sodas. Couldn't have, you know, any of that kind of stuff. And they used to try to sneak me like candy. They would try to hurry up and run me around the corner. Like we would be playing a game. I remember one of my older cousins was playing a game, and we were supposed to be playing something like hide and seek. And she was way too old to be playing some damn hide and seek. But she decided to jump in this game, and come to find out, it was just because she wanted to run around the corner. When I ran around, and she's like, "Look, eat this piece of candy. Hurry up, eat it." Well, eat this candy.
I didn't know that.
So whether it was,
I did not know that.
or whether it was like my father. So, you know, when I would see my dad, and you know, he would give me, you know, he'd come spend time with me and that kind of thing. And so when I would see him, he would always say like, "Hey, you want to go to the store?" And it was always to get me a Sprite. It was to get me a Sprite and something else because he knew for a fact that I had no soda, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you a soda, man, because I know the only thing you drinking is water around there."
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You're a great mom.
And
yeah, I was trying to look out for them bills and them teeth and stuff like that.
That's right.
I try to preserve them teeth. Sure.
And so that's
cavities and stuff.
Right, and that's why I tell this story because that was the part. It was just like, I mean, as a kid, I didn't know any better. I would go over people's houses and I would be like, "Oh, you're gonna get in trouble for eating so many sweets," and they're like, "No, we do that here," and I'm like, "Huh? Like what?" like that's not a, just get in trouble for eating sweets. But the thing was, years later, fast forward years later, I literally have only had. I don't think I've actually had one cavity. In fact, last time I went to the dentist, they were like, they see one forming, but like I literally for years had not had one cavity because of that. You know? So, I mean, it was
that
like,
was my goal. That was my goal.
The goal worked.
Goal, yeah. We'll achieve to preserve them teeth.
But that's exactly what happened. Right. So whether it was that, then I think about some of my other childhood memories of like, so the educational piece, that's another thing that I'm like really grateful for. But it's really funny thinking about it because my mother used to say these 4 dreadful words to me when we were doing something I didn't know what a word meant, and she would look at me and go look it up, and I used to hate looking up words. I used to try to change my sentence at the end of like, "Mom, what does man? I'm hungry actually." You know, she's like, "Nope."
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
The time. Go look
I
it
do
up.
that to my Aaron all the time.
Yes.
He has a thesaurus and a dictionary. So I have an Aaron also, and I do the same exact thing. So see, that's exactly how they have an extensive vocabulary.
There you go.
Yeah, the kids now have an advantage. They Google everything too, so you got to teach them both ways. You know,
exactly. You have to teach them how to use the dictionary and the thesaurus. So I have two. He has a pocket thesaurus and he has a pocket dictionary. So when he's reading, and he reads well above his grade level, so whenever he's reading, there are certain words that he might come upon that he doesn't understand or he doesn't know the definition. So I encourage him to look it up. I'm not going to tell him.
See, there you go. See,
great way.
See, I hope y'all understand that my whole purpose of telling this story is gratefulness, like real gratefulness, because it's literally oh wait a minute, let me mute you, Andy. So it's funny though because when I think back to those times though, it's so funny how it came full circle. Because I used to be like, "Oh my goodness," and then I think about how like she would make sure I looked up that word before it was all over with, and then we had the Encyclopedia Britannicas with the one missing letter S, and that wasn't even Britannica. It wasn't even Britannica. It was like the gray and black ones. I think every family member had like that same missing letter S. I mean, it's crazy. I think about those times and how we had to resort to the encyclopedias, and now it's right on our phones. But I'm gonna tell you something funny. So this is from Miss Cheryl Tretwell, who just said something about the Google thing. I'm gonna tell you something real funny. So I never thought I would see the day, especially coming from those times when I was a lazy kid, not wanting to look up words. I would never think that I would see the day where an adult would tell me that they didn't feel like looking on Google in order to find the definition to a word. The other day I was on the page, and this woman, I was defining something, and I was like, "This is one of my favorite words," and she was like, "Well, what does it mean?" And I was like, "Just like literally, just say in Google, like what does?" And she was like, "I don't feel like." I mean, it took her the same amount of energy to say to me, "I don't feel like it." And she could have said, "What does this word mean?" And I texted my brother after that. I was like, "Ma, you're not gonna believe this. Like the world has literally shifted. I don't feel so bad about being lazy in the 80s, not wanting to go to a book anymore, because I got grown adults that don't want to look And say to Google, what does this word mean? But like that's what it is. You know, that's the times that we're in. And the funny thing is, I had to tell Aria that because it was the same way. I was almost having that conversation with her, like that old man conversation. You know, where we would be out and she would come across a word and I'd be like, yeah, like check that out on Google, see what they said. She's like, I don't feel, and I start, you know, I'm going in that direction. Like, well, you don't know, because when I was young, you had to walk over to the shelf and actually grab the dictionary. The pages ripped out by your little brother advance, and that the sun from taking it out in the park, doing your homework out in the park. You don't know. Life was tough. All you got to do now. I'm having this this is crazy. I'm having this like, okay, what it feels like now. Danetta, let me say hi to Danetta. Danetta, how are you today? Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me unmute your mic so I can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed your other part, the other part of the party. I'm just waking up.
It's all good.
I have no sense of time.
Danetta, it is all good.
The happiest birthday ever.
Yeah. And you know how in some cases, well, I guess this is how it's supposed to be, that the after party is supposed to be like the next level up. So you here with me, we having fun. So it's good to see you. Everybody say hi to Danetta.
Hi. Hi, Danetta.
Hello.
Hi.
And I want to say hello to Nicole Ross. How are you doing today, Nicole?
Hello, my Taurus brother. Happy birthday.
What's up, my Taurus sister? What day is your birthday again? I just wished you happy birthday, right?
Tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.
I know, tomorrow. So, like, the funny thing is that I made that little song.
Yeah.
And I took a couple of takes of it. And, like, when I first did it, I didn't do, like, any words. I went right into the verse. But then when I did the final take, I actually started with a little small hook. So everybody thought, like, today was actually my birthday. But in the song, it says, tomorrow is my special day. But it's all good, though. I'm celebrating all week.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, it's good to see you. And yeah, so last year I did this concert that I did tonight. Last year I did it exactly on your birthday then, because I did it April 29th last year.
True.
Yeah. So how you doing? You doing all right otherwise?
I'm good, man. I'm working on like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, but it's all good. You know how it is when you hear that music and you gotta get it out.
Yeah, you're a true artist. That's what it is. You're a true artist. So yeah, everybody say hi to Nicole Ross.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah. So
Aaron, I'm going to say good night.
Yep.
Sweet.
The sun's going down for me. I'm going to sign off too.
Yeah.
I've been managing a little person. Say hi.
Hi. Hey, little buddy.
Thank y'all for hanging out.
So I'm starting to set out here, so I'm gonna finish my last 2. But it's been great connecting with all you guys. That just shows you that the family is global.
Right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, Cheryl.
Take
Bye,
care.
Aaron. Bye, Cheryl.
See ya.
Bye to both Cheryls.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the 80s. I think about. So you know how on your birthday you start thinking back like old times, and so as I'm here with my mom, I just think about those old times on Homewood Avenue in the 1-bedroom apartment, just making it do what it do. 80s. Yeah. 80s.
The 80s were good. The 80s were growing up in the 80s were good. I like the 80s.
I really look, Nintendo.
I swear, being a kid in the 80s was the bomb.
I'm trying to tell you. Nintendo. Look, I would never. The thing is, I would trade it for the world. Growing up with Nintendo and Atari, and growing up with some of those other things in the 80s, like, man, I definitely feel you on that.
I remember when I got my first pair of Velcro tennis shoes. I know that sounds really random, but I will never forget that. They were gray and pink.
Right.
And it was like a big deal to get Velcro sneakers. Like my father took me to get a pair of Velcro tennis shoes. I was super excited about that.
But you know what's funny is that I almost feel the same way too, because I remember the first time I had a pair of shoes where same way. And I remember for some reason it was just like this new cool thing because there was nothing else really Velcro in our outfit that I could remember.
Exactly. It was the Velcro. I'm telling you, I remember with Velcro sneakers, yo. Velcro sneakers, the Gremlins, E.T.,
Right.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
some great 80s memories. So I wonder if any of y'all had, I think about footwear, right? I wonder if any of y'all had skates. So the 80s skates, the ones that you couldn't even really skate in because they were just like it wasn't even real. You couldn't even really roll in those skates.
Yeah, the Fisher Price. They were
the Fisher Price one? I remember those.
Fisher Price.
I remember the Fisher Price ones. And you would strap them to your shoes. But see, I will say, okay, so I grew up in a skate family. So like my older cousins were like skating. Like they were going down shake and bake. Right. And I was always too young. So I had a pair of like actual skate. It was like out in Columbia. We used to go to Skateland in Columbia. But I had a pair of like the white, like the boot skates, like the real skate.
Right. When
we would skate indoors. And I was, I had blue pom-poms on them.
Oh man, that's
the best.
That's so my thing was like I lost one of my skates, but I wasn't gonna let that stop me from skating. So I used to literally take one skate and put it on the right foot and run with one foot and skate with the other foot.
Oh my goodness.
That was well known. In our generation, did the same thing. It was almost like a human skateboard. You had one skate and you just
Yep.
But we had the Marlboros No. 5. They were the real skates.
Right.
Absolutely. Those were the ones that were like metal, right? They were like
had a skate key to it.
You said what was the name of it again?
Ball-Burns No. 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
It had a skate key to it. You can adjust it, pull it out according to your feet. Oh yes. Oh yes.
So what happened to those? Like they said ever.
Huh?
What happened to them?
I guess the actual roller skate took the place, I guess. But you could tell on Christmas growing up, everybody had skates. I mean, we were out there morning, night, and the street, you know how you get ashy when you don't put lotion on?
Right.
Well, that's the way the street looked. When all the kids got out, finished skating, the street was just as ashy.
The street was ashy.
Yes. Yes. All you saw were white lines from the metal skates.
Right.
Yep.
So
wait, Aaron, did you have a big wheel?
I was just about to say that. Look, not only did I have
did you have a big wheel? Yo.
The big wheel.
What color was your big wheel?
What'd you say?
What color was your big wheel?
I think I had like a red and blue one. I think it was.
How did I know? I knew you were going to say that.
Like one of the.
Yeah, it was.
And so, I remember that because I remember that not only did I ride it, but my cousin that was too big, 15, 16-year-old, he was on it. And then eventually the big wheel split down the middle after a while, you know, like
yes.
And then,
I used to put rocks in mine and you could hear them rolling around.
Right.
When you were riding.
I had a pink and blue one with the tassels on the side. And it was like flowered. I feel like it was somewhat Cabbage Patch Kid-ish, but I don't know. It was like pink and blue.
Right.
Maybe some purple in there.
Let me tell
that was everything.
Let me tell you something. The big wheel, I'm actually about to, while we talking about this, I'm actually about to find a couple other 80s throwbacks because I'm going to tell y'all, this was funny. Not only the big wheel, but what about when you, and I don't know if girls did this, but I know boys, what about when you got your bike And then in order to try to make it sound like a dirt bike, you would get a Huggy Juice, and you put the Huggy Juice in the back wheel, and then you would drive, you would like pedal, and it'd be slow as I don't know what. Like you weren't going anywhere, but it'd be like. Did y'all ever see? I never saw that. Nicole, come on, Nicole. I know you.
Oh yeah, I did that. We did cardboard in there.
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't do it.
Or popsicle. What didn't they use popsicle sticks too?
Yeah.
We
I saw it, but I didn't do it. I was so girly. I was like, I don't want that on my bike. I was.
So Andrea, if you didn't want that on your bike, what you say, Ma?
The parents bought the big wheels, but Lord knows the children created, like you said, the noisemaker. And Lord, we were like, oh my God. It was like, we were sorry we bought them things. Then, they're going down the hill and then they turn it around real fast and making all that. They were some noisy plastic things. But they
really were though. And you had to do the skid out. You had to do the skid out. You had to do pedal real fast and go down there and then skid out. Yo, that was the best. And some of them had brakes on them. So you would literally like pull the brake up.
Yeah. So great toys though. They were popular, man, for real.
Well, I'm going to have to pull the brakes out on this one and get into bed. So I just want to say, Aaron, happy birthday. You're the best. You're awesome. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your night and rest of the week.
Thank you, Coco. And thanks for coming to hang out.
Mm-hmm. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
I'm going to show y'all. Yeah, I know everybody's. Yeah, I'm going to let y'all go. I got to show y'all this right before y'all go because this is funny. And in fact, this makes me think. I think I'm gonna do a Zoom this week. That's just literally a 80s, like we just talk about 80s stuff. Because I'm gonna show y'all something that's gonna have y'all tripping. This is actually what y'all talking about right here. And I didn't know that it went by this name. Hold on, I'm gonna share my my screen with y'all. I did not know it went by this name either. That's crazy.
I think you should do a kid in the 80s and a teenager in the 90s. Oh, gosh.
Right. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. You said kid in, that was good. You said kid in the
80s and a teenager in the 90s. Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow. That's it. Hold on. Let me see.
Well, we were still kids in the 90s.
Happy birthday, bro.
Kids in the 90s, yeah.
Oh, who's that? Who am I talking to? Who is that?
Happy birthday, bro.
Hey, who is that, man? Who is this? I'm sorry, because I'm looking at my another screen. Who am I speaking to?
It's Marshall.
Marshall Comer. What's up, homie?
Yeah, bro.
How you doing, man?
Bro? I'm good.
Hey, man. It's really good to see you. Everybody say hello to Marshall.
Hey, hi, Marshall.
Hello, Marshall.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
I know our family, when we did the Zoom, somebody came on, it was a guy, and nobody knew him. And they kept shouting, who are you? Who are you? And he laying all back and like chilling and he said what his name was or whatever. They said, we don't know you. You got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, no,
they bleeped him right on out. Said, Lord have mercy. He was just chilling. He just came on.
Really? Yeah, it's a lot of people, it's a lot of people that because so many people are using Zoom, and if you get the ID, then you can go on other people's Zoom. So check this out. This is what y'all were talking about, right?
Oh my gosh, this Smokey doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You taking it back old school, bro.
Smokies, y'all. Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing, like you said, that all of the noise that they would make.
They were so loud.
That's what children wanted, the loud stuff.
Right.
Anything, a lot of noise.
Hey, Marshall, let me ask you a question, man. When you were younger, did you take your bike and put the Huggy Juice in the back of the bike so it sounded like a dirt bike?
Nah, no, I had a chance to do it.
Okay. Yeah, man. That used to.
I had tennis balls in my bike though.
Oh right, the tennis ball and the spokes.
I remember the tennis balls.
Yeah, I had that.
Go back there.
With the yellow brands on the bike.
Right.
I had that bike like that.
Oh man. Yeah, so that was.
I got that bike when I was like 8 years old for my birthday.
Oh really?
Yeah, my dad bought it for me.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, y'all. What I'm gonna do, and I know it's 11. I'm gonna let everybody go. You know, I know people got to work, got to do all kinds of good stuff, and so
all I gotta do is sleep.
Me too. I don't have no job, bro.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was one of the other things I wanted to right before we go, just because, you know, like I said, it really means a lot to me to just check in with everybody, see how you doing, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, bro, I didn't know. You lost it during this time with everything going on?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Good, yo. I'm like, and the governor, you want to shut down Maryland, so it's nobody harmed but police and firefighters.
Oh, got you. What were you doing, man? Like, what were you doing for a living?
Oh, I had detailed cars at this car dealership in Ellicott City.
Okay,
on Route 40.
Got you. Man, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I will say, you know, and this is just me, man, how I just try to think of ways that I can help people. I will say that, like, maybe you and I can get on a call sometime, man. Maybe I could see if there's any ideas that I can give you, man, like in a way to, like, you know, find something during this time, or either take what you was doing and like make another business out of it or something like that. So maybe we should chop it up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I'm done with that, yo.
Yeah. How's everybody else?
When you want to get in contact, just inbox me.
All right, sounds good, bro. How's before we get out of here, you know, how's everybody else doing? Just in general, just like on some like life day to day, you know, making it or whatever. How's everybody else?
I'm crafting.
Ooh, what crafts are you doing?
Yep, crafting with the grandkids.
Nice.
And you know, sleeping too much and eating too much too.
Hey, look, I got a solution for that. So this is what we're gonna do. You just made me think of something. So this is how we're gonna all get through this. Like everybody is it's a village. It's a village, right? So it's like everybody's gift helps somebody else. So you could get fat. Don't worry about it, because I'm actually about to start the outside social distancing workout joint where we go to the park and where we have space in between us, but we all come out there to work out together. So look out for that soon. While you craft. You keep crafting, building stuff, and I'm gonna start the workout club.
Right.
And
sounds good to me.
And Andy is making masks, and she also
amazing masks, and everything's great. We have virtual school and some other things that I'm writing, and so I just got another writing contract. So
yeah.
I mean, I just need to write, which is good. My column, so we're good to go.
Yeah, and
I'm happy.
What'd you say?
And she's an amazing yogi.
Oh, thank you. Namaste.
Matter of fact, that I'm glad you mentioned that, Eunice, because I do want to highlight that too. So Andy, if y'all could check out Andy Pyatt, her name is. We got to get you to switch your name so that way people will be able to like know your name, because you could change your screen name. But I want y'all to check out Andy's stuff. She has a lot of stuff going on. She's making masks right now, you know, for us. She does a lot, you know, she's a yoga instructor and that kind of thing. She also owns a school. She just became a columnist for the Afro, right? The Afro?
Yeah, for the Afro.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so she has some great writings. And maybe and maybe if you can you can in the chat you can put your info. Like I know, I just want you all to check out the stuff that that she's doing. But yeah, other than that, how's everybody else doing? Eunice, how are you doing? You making out all right?
I am doing great. I'm great.
That's
Still
good.
working every day and listening to the music. So your music.
Yeah, that music is awesome. Just being able to see it, hear it.
Right, it gets you through.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that because I mean, right now I'm just hoping that everything is helping everybody. So I mean, you know, I'm humbled that I'm a part of that process too. Yeah, you've been how many people have been getting out walking and stuff like that? Like,
I went for a walk today. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And I took Aaron for my errand.
Yeah.
We went walking and he took his skateboard. Tomorrow I think we're gonna go to the stream and kind of hike a little bit behind the house. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Well, that's what's up, everybody. Well, look, it's 11:05. I really appreciate y'all. I know everybody got other things to do, and I want to be mindful of that. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Happy birthday.
I love you. Where your mom? Tell your mom I love. I look at you as my son too. I love you, Aaron. You're such a very nice person and always so helpful. You know, blessings after blessings to you.
I appreciate you. So one more thing before you go, y'all look out for that. I'm gonna do the 80s throwback Zoom, like where all we're gonna do is talk about that. Just all things 80s.
That's like the best. Can I bring my Cabbage Patch Kids out? Because I still have them.
Yo, you can bring everything out, yo. And
I straight have my Cabbage.
Yo, I know you do.
Yeah, you should have saved that because the mothers was fighting over them Cabbage Patch dolls back
Let me tell
then.
you, they were.
I was
and
one
my
of
mother-
them.
And my mother was one who believed, like, she was always trying to get a black Cabbage Patch for me, and it was so hard to get them. I had all of them. I had the original, and it was really hard to get a boy. Like, I had a boy. I had a corn silk. I had a Cabbage Patch Kid baby. I had all the Cabbage Patch Kids. I have my, like, original first one ever downstairs.
That's
so they're collector items now.
They are. And I have Cabbage Patch Kid banks and everything else, and no girls. Just boys. So my boys are clearly not interested in anything Cabbage Patch. They really are. That's what I tell them about it. That exactly, because they just are looking at me like, "Mom, I don't care about no." I tried. They don't know. They're like, "Oh, these are dolls you used to have." I was like, "No, this is a Cabbage Patch." Not
right.
And I remember when the Cabbage Patch corn silk came out. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
look. All right, look, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you there.
I'm sorry.
Because look, but nah, this is what I'm saying. This is perfect. So this is what I decided, right? And that's why I'm enjoying it because this was gonna happen. So next Monday, I'm gonna take my next Mood Mondays, right? So this coming Monday, it's probably gonna be. I may either do 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. because I was already gonna be on here with my mom. Mood Mondays next Monday is going to be the 80s throwback Zoom party. Yo. And that's all we're going to do.
Can I put my jellies on? Can I wear my jellies?
No,
oh my God.
Can I wear my jellies? I got jellies still, yo. What?
Right.
Oh my God.
Not only are we going to come dressed with at least one thing from the 80s, like everybody got to bring one thing, dress one thing, right? But then also, you got your artifacts and all that kind of stuff. And in addition to everybody bringing stuff that they have, I'm going to actually show pictures, too, from Google for stuff that we don't have that we can all remember. So next Monday, y'all, look out for it. I love y'all.
Love you, too.
Yeah. Everybody, y'all have a great night.
Enjoy them.
Good night.
Enjoy the rest of your birthday weekend. All right.
Thank y'all.
Good night.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Bye.